In many cases, skipping school is seen as an act of rebellion. But imagine seeking education as an act of rebellion on its own. This hypothetical situation is the reality for millions of people all around the world. In fact, the pursuit of education was an act of rebellion for my mother. It was 1986, and at the time my mother was 11 years old. Despite the ongoing Iraq-Iran war, she decided to continue attending school. She knew that without education, then she would fit into a mold, a typical narrative of a young Iraqi woman that dropped out and got married. She refused this narrative. She fought for her rights when no one seemed to care, and in 1999, my parents sought refuge to the United States, escaping a land that restricted them of their most basic human rights. However, little did they know that coming to the United States, they would receive their fair share of hardship and discrimination. I was born here, but my parents soon found it difficult to raise my siblings and I when we were constantly verbally abused in the streets of our own country and receiving death threats from our neighbors on a daily basis. Therefore, in 2011, my parents decided to take me and my siblings back to the Middle East. In Syria, I attended an all-female school. My daily worries consisted of not finishing my Arabic homework and avoiding the punishing blow of rulers used by my teachers. Soon, however, my worries would take a much more urgent nature. When the Syrian Civil War broke out in 2011, my family found itself in the middle. Now, instead of worrying about not finishing my homework or my grades, escaping a land that would soon turn into a war zone was my worry. With my American passport in my hand, fleeing was the only option. I had an American passport, and I was lucky. 2 weeks after leaving Syria, I realized that the area I was living in was demolished, and already cracked walls of my 4th grade class were buried underneath debris, where bodies were scattered on streets, where girls used to play jump rope and boys played soccer. Students didn't have to worry about being punished by their teachers for ridiculous reasons. They worried about feeding their siblings because they had no parents and family members left. A month after I left, I realized that students in my 4th grade class made the decision to continue attending school. How would they have known that a bomb would take 29 of their lives and only leave 6 survivors? I cannot comprehend the magnitude of this incident and the damage that has done to my mental health over the years. But ultimately, I escaped, and unlike my fellow peers, I did not endure the pain of physical fear as much as they did. In 2012, after escaping from the war, I came back to the United States to experience yet another war. A war I couldn't fight anymore, the War of Islamophobia. I can vividly remember the day my 5th grade teacher came up to me as I was doing my math homework and said, "I don't want you here." Although I've seen gunshots flying past me as I was walking to class in the Middle East, his words brought back memories of fear. Not only would I hear harsh words by my teachers, but I would open the television and hear national newscasts condemning my religion and painting broad and unfair generalizations about people like me. It's events like this that have become part of the daily life of millions of Muslims all around the world. According to the FBI, hate crimes against Muslims have skyrocketed since 9/11. In 2000, 27 hate crimes reported. In 2001, 481 crimes reported. And even as recently as 2015, 257 hate crimes reported. See, in the end of the day, you don't have to shoot bombshells or raise a fist to hurt someone. All you have to do is close your mind to an entire people. But much like my mother, I have decided to write my own narrative. I decided to wear the hijab. It does not oppress me, but rather liberate me from society's expectations of what a woman should look like, or what an American citizen should look like. I should not have to justify my faith, my religion, or my status as an American citizen. 4 years ago, just as I was leaving the mosque, I recognized a little girl who was sitting under the table. As I approached her, she appeared frightened and screamed, "Don't hurt me," in Arabic. I quickly reassured her that she was not in trouble. As I walked up to her, she said, "I realized that she was a refugee who suffered from the Syrian Civil War and who had post-traumatic stress disorder. Seeing the fear in her eyes reinforced to me how privileged I actually was. I had the ability to escape because I was an American citizen. But all I could think of were those who couldn't, those who lost their lives in front of their family and friends, and those navigating an unfriendly new society. It was through that realization that I decided to start the Donating to Refugees campaign, a campaign with the simple mission of collecting clothing for refugees. I soon introduced this campaign to my high school, local organizations, and local mosques. And what spiraled from an idea has now turned into a campaign that has raised over 10,000 pounds of clothing for refugees all around the world. But far more than clothing, we need better mental health resources, better job and language training, and better refugee resettlement in America and all around the world. All too often, refugees are dehumanized and referred to as unclean, mentally incompetent, and a danger to society. All too often, refugees' personal stories are disregarded as dramatized appeals when it comes to mainstream media. But before anything, we must end this stigma. For me, it took real interaction with the Portland refugee community to channel my past experiences into something positive. I had an American passport, and I was lucky. All of us today in this room are lucky. We may be the citizens and residents of the United States, but before anything, we are the citizens of the world, and we have the ability to start a conversation. We owe it to our humanity, our shared humanity, to end the refugee injustice occurring in our world. Thank you.